Storm, the Weather Witch, is the most improperly played character in Marvel Rivals. But it's not exactly the player's fault. This character has 3 different character concepts all jammed into one incoherent character. She's a ranged flying character, she gives AoE buffs around to her allies that stay nearby her, and she's a brawling team fighter with no self-sustain, no defenses, and no burst potential. All in all, this results in Storm being a very messy kit that's hard to understand. But if you're playing Storm and you're not the #1 damage on your team, you're probably playing her wrong, or you're not playing her in the right situation. Storm is a team fighter, and it's her job to do as much damage to as many targets as possible. She doesn't do the focused in damage on one target that most of the DPS in this game focus on, which also means that she's not eliminating targets off of the field, but instead she's really spreading thin the resources of the enemy's strategies. She works best in 2 main situations, when she's in a 1-3-2 comp with Doctor Strange as the tank. In this situation, she's around there to give her damage boost to the 2 other DPS as well as Strange himself, and have a higher amount of damage on her side. Utilizing the 10% damage boost, you should be able to punch a hole through the enemy defenders. This can work really well when your enemy team is running a 3 healer composition and you need to run those healers thin. The other situation is point defense. It's very dangerous to move in on a Storm if she's well defended. Storm combined with Penny Parker can create a very difficult area for enemies to move into. Storm can defend the spider's nest and rain down thunder on anybody that tries to take it out. The combo damage of the spider mines plus Storm's constant AoE pressure will stop the enemy team from being able to come in, and she's really good at holding on to a single point. Storm definitely shouldn't be played as the only damage dealer on her team, and should not be comboed with dive style damage dealers, as she doesn't give anything to help those characters out, and they're constantly outside of her range of influence. Stay generally low down and use your Vanguard to block hits for you. You have no defensive abilities, and you can be taken out quite easily if you're flying around even a little ways up. Blast out your damage through as many targets as possible. Your piercing damage doesn't decay, and so you're going to want to hit as many targets as you can with each projectile. When enemies have moved into your field and you have at least 2 enemies in your zone, you're going to want to pop that boost and zap all nearby enemies. This does do a decent chunk of damage and will take out any low health stragglers or people trying to escape. Divers have a really hard time taking out their targets when this boost is going on, because the damage they're going to receive is going to get them too low to be able to commit to the fight. Constantly be trying to whip out your tornadoes, even if the targets are far away. This is just to build up your ultimate bar, and using it appropriately, plus building it up as often as you can, is really key to playing this character. I'd recommend holding this ultimate until the enemy team has used their healing ultimates, and then wreck their backline when they have no way to resist you.